Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster, and if we have any guests. Being the Sergeant at Arms, it's my pleasure to welcome you all in the joint meeting of Cloud 122 Toastmasters Club and Dow IBHM. These type of collaborations help us a lot to have interaction and to learn from each other's experience. I'm Toastmaster Fatma, and today I'm the Sergeant at Arms. Before moving towards the formal start of meeting, I would like to share few housekeeping rules for you all. First of all, keep yourself muted unless you're requested to unmute yourself. Second, please ensure your videos on so that we can have better visual connections. Fourth and the last is that third, not the least, is try to whenever you are doing some action which can distract the speaker, try to off your video. And there is one very important rule of Toastmasters that in Toastmasters we don't talk about three things: gender, gender and sex, politics and religion, so that no one's sentiments are hurt. So please refrain yourself from these topics during the meeting. Now, I would like to share the basic mission of Toastmasters Club. Toastmasters International mission is to provide a very sportive and encouraging environment to the people so that the members are empowered with self-confidence, resulting in greater personal growth. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would like all of you to please unmute yourself and share and speak the logo of Toastmasters. For better listening.
For better listening.
For better listening.
For better thinking.
For better thinking.
For better thinking.
For better,
and for better speaking.
For better speaking.
For better speaking.
For better
We
speaking.
learn by doing.
We learn
by doing.
Okay, kindly mute yourself back. Thank you. Now, I would like to hand over the charge to our madam officer, Toastmaster Hina. She is, as our president is not here. She's a microbiologist, a mother of three, and a very passionate Toastmaster of Cloud 122 Toastmasters Club. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ibtihaaj Fatma, for the energetic start and your introduction and everything. So I welcome you all in the joint meeting of Cloud 122 and Dow IBHM Toastmasters Club meeting. Today we don't have any guests, so we will start from the meeting. As Toastmaster Ibtihaaj Fatma already shared the motto of Toastmasters and club mission as well. So we all know that we are here to learn from each other. So continue learning and begin the journey with Toastmaster from Toastmaster of the Day. And Toastmaster of the Day is Filza Fatma. Filza Fatma, please introduce yourself first and then your theme. Filza.
So thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Hina. I am Filza Fatma from Dow's IBHM Toastmaster Club. I am a third year medical student at Dow Medical College, Karachi, and Toastmaster as well as VPE, Vice President of Education of Dow's IBHM. And I'm glad to have this combined meeting both the clubs. But I'm not very glad to see such few members. I'm really it's very unfortunate because our club is a university club, so most of the students have their exams, and then we have the Gharaz family, which is who are an integral part of our club, right? So they are gone to the Umrah. So that's why only me and Toastmaster Faraz are available. I think Toastmaster Faraz has been into an emergency or something, because he is usually responsible enough to, join the meetings on time. So apologies from my side for being late, as well as for Toastmaster Faraz, who is not able to join today. So coming to the meeting today, I am really glad to have a combined meeting. The theme of today is the magic of believing. So you see, what do you get by the theme? It is that you become what you believe in. So believing in yourself and believing in things to come true is really important, because perception is reality, and that leads to, becoming the thing actually. So I will start by a motto, a legendary motto that people, hold on in their difficult times. It says that you will become what you believe in. So if you believe that you're going to be a positive impact on the society or a negative impact, you will become eventually what you believe in. And I believe that this topic is relatable to every one of us, because we have gone through times in our lives that in which we had to believe in ourselves, or we had to believe in our loved ones or our friends. So that is really important, and that is something that gets you through difficult times. So let us take an example of COVID pandemic. It was the most difficult times in the history of mankind. So what got us through that whole time was the belief that better days are to come. And we had this belief that we are going to pass this as a human nation. So that is really important. Other than that, we have thousands and thousands of examples in the human history that prove that uh, believing is actually magical. Because we have people such as Mark Zuckerberg, we have people such as Bill Gates, and all different millionaires who had this idea, as well as Colonel Sanders, the person who started KFC. So he had a belief in himself. So that's why he was able to achieve the vision he had without being ridiculed or being let back by the difficulties in his way. So I think that is really important. There is also a book on the same topic, The Magic of Believing. I think it's by Claude N. Bristol, and that's where I took the inspiration from for this theme. And I will just quote down a sentence from the book. It says that start with a desire, and remember, with the magic of believing, you can obtain what you picture in your mind's eye. So that's something really beautiful. I would request all of you to start. I will ask all of you to, if we can start the meeting officially. I will start by the role players. Okay. Toastmaster Hina, I think we are short on role players, so we'll distribute it among ourselves. I'll just go through the agenda once. Just a second. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick roll call before we, take the introductions of the role players. We have with us the Toastmaster of the Table Topic Master, that is Toastmaster Iftihar. We have with us General Evaluator Toastmaster Hina. We have the TMOD, which is myself, and we do not have the Table Topic Evaluator. So I would request someone of you to please take up the Big Four this role. Big Four, okay, this role. Anyone? Table Topic Evaluator. Toastmaster Javedia, can you take up the role?
Yes, Toastmaster Filza, I can be the table topics evaluator.
Okay, wonderful. We have the supporting roles. We have the grammarian, and which is also Toastmaster Faraz. I can be the grammarian if all of you agree with it. Is it okay? Okay. So our counter is Toastmaster Javedia, timer is Toastmaster Hina, active listener is Toastmaster Mohammed Akram, and then we have, and that's about it. Okay. So let us start with the roll call. Sorry, the introduction of the role players. We have with us the grammarian of the day, which is myself. So I have just introduced myself, and I'm going to introduce my role. So as a grammarian, I will be noting down all the correct usage of grammar that I like, as well as the incorrect usage of grammar, English grammar, And then at the end of the day, I will submit my report to the general evaluator. Secondly, we have our counter, which is Toastmaster Javeria. Toastmaster Javeria, could you give a brief introduction of your role?
Thank you, Toastmaster Filza. As an counter today, my role is to notice the words and the sounds which are going to be used as crutch or filler words. We also call them pause fillers. And during the meeting, I will listen for the overused words, for example, and, well, but, so, realize, words like those. And I will also notice the filler sounds like and the sounds we make while we think about something. So I will also take note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase. At times while we are thinking, we repeat the words. It's important to notice that we do not repeat the words. Otherwise, if we are emphasizing, that is important. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. And a quick suggestion for using less and is not to make a sound while you're thinking. Over to Toastmaster Filza.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Javeria, and thank you for the tip. Next, we have the timer for the day, which is Toastmaster Hina.
Thank you
Toastmaster
so
Hina.
much, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, you forgot to introduce word of the day or idiom of the day.
Toastmaster Hina, actually, in our meetings, what we do is that we have the word master as a role. So
Okay.
we're gonna the word master is supposed to introduce the word of the day.
Yeah,
that
but
okay?
I explained that in our meetings, the word master and grammarian are in the same role.
Okay. Okay, so
Yes.
as a
So after
grammarian,
my role, you can introduce word of the day. Okay.
okay, perfect.
Thank you
Perfect.
so much. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a timer, I am responsible for timing each speaker in prepared speeches, stable topics, and evaluation segment. For 5 to 7 minute speech, I will show green color at 5 minutes, yellow 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. During table topics, you have 1 to 2 minutes. I will show green color at 1 minute, yellow 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. During evaluation segment, I will show green color at 2 minutes, yellow 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. After that, you have 30-second grace period to complete your speech. Otherwise, you'll disqualify. I'll show my report when called upon. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hina. Okay, so next we have our active listener, Toastmaster Muhammad Akram, and after that I will present my role as a word master.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. As the name states that my role is to actively listen all the conversations, speeches, and table topics. I'll compile a few questions during the meeting, and at the end, I'll share those questions when called upon on my turn. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Akram. Okay, as a word master, I will be introducing the word of the day as well as the idiom of the day. So the word of the day is daunting. It is daunting, which means seeming difficult to deal with in prospect, say, or intimidating. Okay, so anyone would like to make a sentence using the word daunting? I'm gonna type it in the chat. Anyone using the word daunting? Anyone? Okay, I think Toastmaster Iftihaj.
Can you please repeat the meaning of daunting?
Okay,
Actually, there was connection.
so it means seeming difficult to deal with. Any difficult task or something that seems difficult to do. That is called daunting.
Reaching for For me today, it was daunting to join Toastmasters meeting as I was outside for a mega project work. So, but I made it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ittihad. Okay. And the idiom of the week we have blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, which means something unexpectedly good. Okay. That comes as a disguise. So the example would be that after she was laid off, she got into a fellowship she wanted. That layoff was really a blessing in disguise. So that something bad happens and then you get a good thing after that or in through that. That is known as a blessing in disguise. So anyone would like to make a sentence using the word blessing in disguise?
Yes, I want to make blessing in disguise. Okay. Yesterday, I attended a meeting and the meeting became blessing in disguise because I learned a lot there.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hina. Okay, and I, as a word master, I will be noting down how many people and how many times Toastmaster uses the word of the week as well as the word of the day, and I will submit my report at the end of the meeting to the general evaluator. So let us just dive into our meeting. The Toastmasters classical meeting consists of 3 segments. So firstly, we have the speaking session, that is in which we have prepared speeches. Second, we have the table topic speeches. And the third and most important part is the evaluation session. So we have to evaluate the prepared speeches as well as table topics in that segment, as well as the general evaluation. So moving to our first segment, that is the prepared speech segment. We have our prepared speaker, that is Toastmaster Mohammed Akram. His evaluator is myself, Toastmaster Filza. I'm going to present his project details. So Toastmaster Mohammed Akram's pathway is visionary communication. The project is level 1, project 3, and the topic of his speech is the 5-second rule. The topic is the 5-second rule. Best of luck, Toastmaster Mohammed Akram, over to you.
Just give me a minute. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Toastmaster Mohammed Akram, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Let's count to 5 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you ever need to make a quick decision? Then don't overthink on it. Just count to 5 and decide. The simple life hack coined by the best-selling author Mel Robinson in her book, The 5-Second Rule, requires you to make a decision in just 5 seconds. Keep in your back pocket. When an opportunity arises, just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action. The technique helps you avoid procrastination and get over your fear of making a bad choice. You are going with your gut and your heart at the same time, as opposed to using too much logic, which leads to overthinking. Blessing in disguise. I have learned in a recent training that there are 2 systems of critical thinking and decision making. First one is system 1 thinking. That is careful, purposeful thinking while avoiding cognitive traps. It happens automatically, intuitively, and with little effort. It is driven by instinct and your experience. Other side system, it is conscious, logical, slow, and effortful. It involves solving complicated problems. For example, system 2 thinking is used when looking for a friend in a crowd or parking your vehicle in a tight space.